Alan wa Salam. Welcome. You're with the Nasty Pastor. I'm back with another reading of Stolen Legacy. I'm back with another reading from our, ancestors, from what they forged, from what was carried on into another culture. How to put it? Lived, birthed, carried on to a Western civilization. You feel me? Come on, man. Look, love yourself or nobody will. Love yourself or nobody will. Know your history or nobody's going to tell you the truth. Educate yourself along with letting others educate you also. Look, let's get into this chapter reading, but before we proceed, please go over to my YouTube channel, OFM Kemet Edition. Like, share, subscribe, comment, run it up, and definitely put them notifications on. The summary of conclusions concerning Democritus. Because of the importance of the doctrine of the atom and the great suspicion of his great number of books, like that of Aristotle, Democritus is treated separately like each of the Athenian philosophers. Now we know Athenian come from all the Greeks, right? That's Greece. Excuse me, that's Europe. All right, 1, his life. The same thing might be said of the Democritus as might be said of any of the men who were called Greek philosophers. Nothing appears to be known about his early life and training. However, he becomes into history attracting public attention as a sorcerer and magician. Now, they were outlawed at one time. Magicians and sorcerers, you know what I mean? That was the time that they was beheaded. That was the time that they was not to they was not welcome in your land. You got what I'm saying? So please understand the things that you are able to do today, you wasn't able to do back then. You know what I mean? It was accepted at one time because it was used to infiltrate other cultures. It was used as a tool of defense. And I say this to you, always stay prepared. Always understand that there's someone around the corner waiting for your downfall. There's someone around the corner waiting to sit in your seat. You feel me? So keep preparing yourself. Keep making sure that you're on the right path. Keep making sure that you keep your grass cut so you can see the snakes. If you got a big field of grass, what can you see in there? You can't see nothing. 2, his doctrines and authorship. The authorship of the doctrine of the atom is doubtful from the standpoint of view of certain modern writers. The names of the Ionians, Lysippus and Democritus, have been associated with this doctrine, which according to the opinion of Aristotle and Theocritus originated through Lysippus, but was developed by Democritus. As a matter of fact, the Ionians doubted the existence of Lysippus because he was unknown to them, and it seems proper that the opinion of the Ionians should receive credence rather than that of Aristotle and Theophratus, who are Athenians and who were compiling philosophy in the interest of their movement. The doctrine concerning the atom is electric. The doctrine of the atom is explained by Democritus is electric and represents one of the many forms in which the ancient doctrine of opposites has been expressed. The Pythagoreans expressed it by the elements of number, odd and even. Now we know with electricity, you have a positive, you have a negative, right? That's your odd and your even. You are mostly in science, you learn about electrons, atoms, neutrons, protons, I think that's how you pronounce it, plutons, or however it goes, you learn more of that in science. So when I say to you and I explain to you that, you know, there's a lot that we knew in chemics besides just mathematics. You understand what I'm saying? We are masters. You feel what I'm saying? Master builders. Parmenides, being unfamiliar with the law of generation, denied the existence of one opposite, not being, in order to affirm the existence of the other, being. Socrates, being more acquainted with the law of generation than Parmenides, expressed it in several pairs of opposites in an effort to prove the immorality of the soul. Now, look, I'm going to pause right there, because I love this. You know what I mean? The immorality of the souls. Have you ever read the post where I say to you, there's two inside of you? You got what I'm saying? You have evil in you and you have good in you. You have to choose. You have to choose what side you're going to deal with. There's no walking a thin line. There's no, okay, today I'm going to go do this evil and I'm going to repent. Okay, today I'm going to stay on the righteous side of this and I ain't going to deal with Satan, because there's going to come a day that you're going to get so deep into dealing with Satan that you have no choice. The choice is not yours anymore. Socrates, oh no, that's not where we was. There we go. Hence he spoke of unity and duality, of division and composition, of life and death. In like manner, Democritus expressed the doctrine of opposites when he described reality by the life of the atom, movement of that which is to on within that which is not. The original source of this doctrine, however, is the philosophy of the mystery system of Egypt, where we find the male and female principles of nature symbolized by Osiris and Isis, the Egyptian god and goddess, and the gods Horus and Self, symbolizing a world in static equilibrium of conflicting forces as they contend for dominion over Egypt. The doctrine and philosophy of opposites is further demonstrated by the Egyptian creation story, in which order came out of chaos, and which was represented by four pairs of opposites, male and female gods, Nun and Nanit, primeval matter and space, Huk and Hakat, illimitable and the boundless, Ha and Hahet, darkness and obscurity, Amun and Amanat, the hidden and concealed ones, the air, wind. I share both of that. You got what I'm saying? I share the wind and I share the water. Clearly, the doctrine of opposites was a basic philosophy of the Egyptians, being connected with not only the gods of their mystery dramas, but with their cosmology. And since this connection makes the doctrine one of the earliest in the development of Egyptian thought, it antedates the reign of Menes and means that the Egyptians were familiar with it before 3000 BC. Now, Menes was one of the first pharaohs. You know what I mean? That's like going to the first 5 pharaohs. Under these circumstances and in consequence of these facts, the Egyptian mystery system was the source of the doctrines. Source of the doctrines of the atom and the opposites. Leucippus and Democritus taught nothing new and must have obtained their knowledge of the doctrines from the Egyptians directly or indirectly. That's the end of this part of that chapter reading. You got what I'm saying? That's the end of this part of that chapter reading, which is chapter 5. And I say this to you again, I was never to follow. If Earth is the first creation from Amun, which is of air, which is the wind, I was never to follow you in anything. I share. Libra is a wind sign. Scorpio is a water sign. You feel me? Wind and water should be able to, I'm not going to say control, but have dominion over everything in the middle. You feel me? Have dominion over everything in the middle. Look, I ain't proceed too much more. You got what I'm saying? I said enough. I am the Nasty Pastor. Please go over to my YouTube channel, OFM Kemet Edition. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Definitely put your notifications on. Whole lot of education over there. I'm out, and I love you.